Hey, welcome Monroe County. Tom Clements here. Monroe County under the scope for our Fair Week edition. My shop is right by the fair, so it's a little tough, but
we might get to hear the tractors.
We probably will.
Oh, I bet we will.
My cohorts, Gavin and Willie, and extra special guest today, Rusty.
Hello, everybody.
I don't even know your freaking last name, Rusty.
Eazel.
Eazel?
My real name's Paul. Paul Russell Eazel, Jr.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Why do they call you Rusty?
Well, I don't know if this is a true story or not, but my mom used to call me Pumpkin all the damn time. And so my grandma kind of was like, we need to do, so they just started, grandma called me Rusty, and then it stuck.
Okay.
So, and then Russell, I always get called that. It's my middle name. Mom calls me that all the time, too.
So what's your full name again?
Paul Russell Eazel,
All right.
Jr.
Okay. Now I know what to yell at you if I want your
That's
attention.
right.
Who's this jackass?
Yeah, right.
Meemaw, what?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, yes.
Well, welcome to the party. You are a longtime Waterloo resident. You're born and raised here.
Nope. I was born in Belva. I lived in Dupo from kindergarten to first grade.
Dang it, man.
And then I moved here in second grade. My father and my mother, my dad got out of the Navy after Vietnam. And my brother was born out in Virginia. And when they came back, we moved to Dupo. My grandparents lived on Florence Avenue in Dupo. So Dad built a house up the street from Grandpa and Grandma. And then somehow he got a hold of some property or heard about property out in Oak Ridge Estates, which is out past New Hanover. So I went to second grade all the way through graduation in Waterloo.
All right.
Kind of a transplant.
Well, at 2, I think.
Second grade, yeah, you're like 7 years old or six, 8.
I mean, no, you're still not a...
Right.
I know.
Yeah, other than that, though, I've been here ever since. Ever since.
Graduated, were you with the Catholic guy or were you a public school guy?
I was a public school guy.
All right.
We had open campus from 6th grade all the way through 12th grade. So it was always good. You go buy cigarettes if you were breathing, and Dugan's was uptown still, the old gas station where the, what is that, Job Bowl is now?
Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Ray used to sell... Sorry, Ray's probably dead by now.
I'm sure he is.
I mean, he was 104 when he was tending at that gas station. But yeah, you wanted to get served some beer underage. And
Cigarettes, anything.
Ray at the Job Bowl place. Holy shit. Damn.
It was awesome, dude.
What the hell? Did you ever go to Dog Pound?
Oh, God,
Where Gallagher's is now?
Yes.
I mean, there's not many. I mean, my generation here, maybe Dog Pound, but
I'm glad you remembered the name because we've talked about it before and you've never remembered the name.
Now I popped
Yeah, I
on.
remember when Novak owned that, and then I want to say, was it Lisa Hayes? Did she buy it too?
Yes, for a bit.
And then Todd lived upstairs, the tree climber guy.
There's an upstairs.
There was apartments upstairs above that
But
bar.
they're all like a mess hall now, right?
I'm sure. Yeah. I've been in a Gallagher's once since they turned it into Gallagher's. But, I'm sorry, I'm not a Waterloo elitist. I'm not. If I can't make it out of my freezer, the same thing that they make there for, I don't know, about $90 less, I'd rather just eat it at home.
Do you have the ambiance at home, though? I mean, they spent a lot of money on that ambiance.
They sure did.
I'm with you.
A few $million.
I grilled my own steaks last night, actually.
So good. Make it how you want it.
Schnooks, you get the orange tag special.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh,
get them all the time.
Or whatever it is.
Get them all the time.
So yummy.
Quick sale. Either freeze it or cook it that day.
That's why I love fishing, man. You can freeze that shit for a year.
Yep. Yeah, it's good.
Especially in winter.
Yep. I like it too. Yeah, there's a guy that I hang out with, Steve Schlemmer. He gets his fish he fishes down in Moordock Lake all the time down by Valmar.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll fillet them, dry them up, and then bread them, and then he'll bread them, freeze them, and then pull them back out of the freezer and stick them in the Ziploc bags on parchment paper. You get nice stacks already. Just reach in the freezer, grab a few, throw them in the air fryer.
Wow.
Fresh fish.
Easy.
Yeah,
You
that
just
easy.
you just flicked 90% of our viewers right in the nose, going, "I need a yogurt from fish."
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's good.
Is VFW still doing fish?
Yeah.
I think so.
They shut.
Friday, right?
I think so.
Do they
Yeah, I
do it
think the whole
year-round?
Lent thing is.
I don't know for sure.
I think the Lent thing is cool, but you know, when you figure you can make that kind of money on a weekly basis, people always like fish.
Yeah.
You know, you can get it down at Rocher at the pub or wherever. Fish on steak. Any day.
Medium rare, or how do you like it cooked?
Medium rare, baby.
Yeah.
More on
Medium
just a little bit on the other side of medium rare, you know, a little rarer than medium. Yeah. I don't like to cut into it when it moves back at you. I could forego that, but
See, I'm going to throw this out there for you guys. Yes, love steak, but I can't eat it every goddamn day.
no.
Throw some pork.
Yeah,
Throw
chicken.
some chicken in there.
Fish.
Throw some fish in there. So, and it's seasonal. Of
course.
In the wintertime, I fish all summer to eat fish in the winter
Right.
because it's not as easy to get it. When I can go buy fish, it's pretty freaking good. Like you said,
Yeah.
Rocher,
Yeah. Any place.
Modoc,
Yeah.
Silo.
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 They got
oh,
good fish.
They do have
When
good
they do
fish.
have it.
Shit, any VFW in the Tri-County freaking area. I mean, you're gonna,
Especially
yeah.
around here with the amount of lakes and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
Sparta, Randolph County, Moordock, like he's saying.
Yep.
I'm not too familiar with Columbia, but yeah.
I don't know of any fishing poles in Columbia unless it's private. You know what I mean? They don't really have much.
They gotta make
it's
their money
all
off of
private.
it if they offer it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
No city's just gonna say, "Here, go have free
Yeah.
fish on our dime."
Yeah.
Right.
No, here's your $20 to go fish.
So after you graduated high school in Waterloo in the public school system,
Yes, sir.
you're like, hey,
Went in the
what the fuck do
military.
I do?
Well, when I turned 17 in 1985, me, Tim Ziegler, and Dean Ersbrook went over to the MEP station, and all three of us signed up for the military. You know, back
Damn.
then.
Wait. Pause.
Oh, sorry.
All three of you went at the same time. You're like,
Yep.
was it the night before? You're like, we don't really know what the fuck we're doing. Let's just do this. Hey, I've been thinking about that too. Like,
Yeah.
go walk us through that.
So Tim and I and Dean, we all talked about it, you know, previously. Like I was saying, Waterloo had 2,500 people in 1986 when we graduated high school. So you either farmed, you worked for the city, you worked for the county, you worked for the state. There wasn't a whole lot of quote unquote businesses here.
Yeah.
I didn't make great grades in school. None of us did. And so the really only other option with a plan to have a job and then possibly parlay that into a career was the military. And my dad was a Vietnam vet, Navy. My Uncle Darryl was a Vietnam vet in the Navy. So, you know,
It was in the family.
military was the thing. So, you know, you get college and you get a 25, at that time it was a $2,500 sign-up bonus and all the other good stuff. So
And what year was that, you said?
I went in 86.
That $2,500 was a lot of freaking money.
Yes, it
For
was.
an 18-year-old,
Did you go into the
17-year-old
Navy?
kid.
Like
That
your
went in the
family
Army.
did? Army.
So I signed up to be a heavy equipment operator because my grandfather was a union man, 520, local 520 out of Granite City.
Okay.
So I kind of I wanted to emulate, you know, him. He had all these great stories and, you know, Grandpa was a legend within the union. He was a crane operator. He just did some amazing things with the equipment. And I wanted to do that same thing. I grew up out past New Hanover, so as soon as I was big enough to touch a clutch on a tractor, I started working, you know what I mean?
100%.
Sound familiar,
Yeah.
Willie?
Yeah. So, I really enjoyed, driving the tractors and working on the farm and getting my hands dirty. But as we're leaving, this sergeant comes out. He's like, hey, he goes, come here. And I'm like, me? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you want these guys to come too? He goes, no, just you.
Me?
So he got the TV, slides in the VCR tape, because that's what kind of era it was back then.
Oh, shit.
Heck yeah.
The AV bolted down TV that was on rollers.
Yep.
The-
And so
Go
here are
ahead.
these guys jumping out of airplanes, man, and wearing the red beret and the jump boots. And he's like, you can be elite, and this is this. And, you go to Benning, and then you'll probably go to Bragg, and all this other crap, and at the very end, he goes, "Hey, we'll put $85 extra a month in your paycheck." I'm like, "Where do I sign?" So we all got home and told, I told my mom, I'm like, I'm leaving June of '86, right after graduation, to go into the Army. And she's like, what? When did all this take place? I'm like, well, me and Ziegler and Ersbrook went over and signed up today.
You made your mom cry.
Well, when I told her I was going to jump out of airplanes, she did a little more than cry. She got real white and kind of sat down in her chair.
Dude, you almost killed your mom.
Well, I would say kill her, but I definitely put a shock on her.
Jeez.
For sure. And the first time I ever jumped was the first time I ever flew in a plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 things off your bucket list at once.
Right away.
Baptism by fire.
That's it.
Damn.
Yeah, we took a bus down to Leonardwood, and I spent 16 weeks there. Took a bus down to Fort Benning, Georgia. Spent 4 weeks there, and then straight up to Fort Bragg, and that's where I stayed the entire time until I got out.
Good experience?
It was awesome, dude. Well, for the most part. I was married at 18.
Back the fuck up.
I turned 18 in October. My son was born in March of '87.
You married your high school sweetheart.
No.
So you knocked up some random chick?
Well, she wasn't random. We were dating, but yeah. So that's how it all came to fruition. And my first wife, my ex-wife, she was born at Fort Bragg. Her dad was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam.
His name wasn't Ed Van Zant, was it?
No, it was Langley. It was
Right.
Don Langley.
Well, that would have been super weird if it was
Yeah,
Ed Van Zant.
yeah.
Ed, sorry, man. It's totally not you, though.
But yeah, so, I spent 4 years jumping on planes and operating equipment. Came home, and then I started working for Arch Concrete, which was Neil Perrin. I was the first guy that he hired, and I was making, in 90, 91, I was making $15 an hour to be a foreman on a concrete crew.
Damn.
Yeah, 21 years old, I had a white 78 Trans Am and all kinds of cool shit. But in 91, then that's when I broke my back in a car accident. So, yeah, that was a life-changing experience, to say the least.
So the first kid, what's his name?
Brandon.
I don't know if I've met him. I didn't realize.
He passed away in 2012.
Oh, Jesus, criminy, man.
Yeah, he was, Brandon was a tough knuckle. He was a great kid. He never disrespected me, but he had issues when it came to the law and different things.
Yeah.
So, in 2012 in May, probably around the 6th, he called me. He went back down to Arkansas. My ex-wife was living down there in Arkansas. And he called me and he says, Dad, I got this, I finally understand everything you've been pounding in my head. He goes, I got a great job operating heavy equipment just like you and driving semis just like you did in the military. They grow rice down there. And this guy owned 2,000 acres of these rice fields and different fields. And Brandon was just like, I'm so at peace with my life right now. He goes, I just wanted to call and, say thank you for all the years. And he's like, I got a great little girlfriend. She's got a little child. I'm over the moon with life right now. And then on the midnight on the 7th, she called me and said he was in an automobile accident. Passed away.
Damn.
So,
Damn.
yeah.
Didn't know that, man. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah.
But he blessed me with a grandson. So Colin was 6 whenever Brandon passed away. And he was in my house a lot from the time he was born until he was, say, 5 or so, probably 5.
Damn.
So him and I were like best buds, and we still are, thank God.
Is he just like you or just like your son or
Well,
a good combination?
He's a
of
great
both?
combination of both.
All right.
Let's put it that way. Brandon or Colin, he has a job over in Missouri. He does industrial maintenance. He's got a really, really great girlfriend, Sam. She's super awesome. You know, they got a nice little country farmhouse that they live in that they rent. He's got a Jeep. He just traded his R6, his street bike, for a nice little 98 Sportster.
There you go.
So him and I ride. It's fun, you know, and he reminds me a lot of his father, the way his mannerisms are, how he laughs, all those kind of things. So it's, you know, I got a second chance to be, you know, a better dad. It was hard for me with Brandon because I was, you know, just got hurt. I was a full-time college student. My ex drops him off at my house one day when I'm down here visiting my brother. And she's like, well, it's time for, you know, for him to be with his dad, and turned around and walked out. So I took him up to college, and, you know, I tried to do school, be a dad, you know, all these things. And you know, I'm just crippled for 3 or 4 years at most. And so trying to figure me out.
Yeah.
So I didn't graduate. I had to call my mom. I had said, I need community. I need somebody. I need people around me to help take care of him, me, and, you know, try to get my life to get in some sort of direction.
It's a lot
That
of
young
lot
of
to
an
dump
age,
on you,
too.
man.
Oh man, it was
a lot.
insane.
Jesus.
But, you know, like everything else, you just gotta persevere. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving forward.
And you touched on something that I've noticed, just because, you know, that when you hit 50s, you start, the friends you had, even if you're not friends with them anymore, you meet their kids later.
Right.
Random places, you're like, you're Bill's kid.
Right.
I freaking, that's Bill. Like, I don't even, totally made up name. But you're right. You run into those things, you're like, even if that person's no longer with you,
Right.
the personality shows up in their kids. And it's nothing other, it makes me smile.
It's awesome.
When I see it,
I love it.
you know.
And you know, like I said, Colin's a really, really, really great kid. He's 20 years old. He's got his head in the right spot. He's not a video game freaky kid or anything like that. He's made his way. He's making his way. He's got an excellent job. You know, Samantha is going to nursing school. She also works at No Jackson Redbud. And this woman makes,
Awesome.
she probably makes more money than I do a month.
Hard worker.
You know, she's, you know, I mean, it's just amazing. But, you know, the two of them are like two peas in a pod, and it's really, really awesome to watch them and be around them. And, you know, you wait a long time to be able, even with your own kids, to, you know, have that kind of adult interaction with them, you know, where you can sit down and have a beer or whatever, and
just bullshit.
Yeah, and it's not a kid thing anymore. He's got stories about his work and my work, and you know, we ride Harleys, and it's just amazing. Yeah. It's really, really good.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
That's awesome.
I am. I am.
Not many people have that second opportunity to reconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm blessed. And we have a really, you know, tight-knit family. My grandmother, she just passed away last September. She's 95 years old, you know, so she had great grandkids. You know, when Brandon was born, or when Colin was born, there were 6 generations of my family on this planet.
6?
Yeah, I got a picture of, so I'm holding Colin, and me, and then Brandon, my mom, my grandma, and my great-grandma were all there.
Damn.
In the picture.
Damn.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I have one generation alive in my immediate family on any side.
Right.
So
Because of
that's
that,
awesome.
I have a picture, mom's side of the family. My grandpa, her dad,
Right.
and then grandpa's dad, all in one picture.
You have a picture of senior?
No. So senior, junior, and then me, 4 or 5 years old, out at the Millstock Coon Club. It's one of my favorite pictures.
It's awesome, man.
It's
Share
It
that
is.
with me, man.
You know,
Actually,
people don't realize family.
It's not even shareable. Actually, it's probably just an actual Picture.
Yeah, out of my
Holy
photo
shit.
album. Yeah, I put it in a frame and
No freaking way. Take a picture of that for me.
Yeah, right?
yeah, I got you.
Digitalize it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of that, I guess it sucks seeing grandparents, parents grow old, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to see them slow down. Like, it just makes you think about how old you're getting too, and
Oh, yeah.
man, just start thinking about way too much, I guess. But that was just on the flip side of that, though.
Yeah, I'm blessed. My mom, she's 77 years old, and she still rides horses, and she's up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day, cleaning the barn. And she was a crossing guard lady for a while after she retired from Butler Supply after 30 some odd years. She just got a new truck so she can pull her horse trailer, so her and her friends can go horseback riding and all. I mean,
I bet you she doesn't look a dime over
No.
55.
so
either.
I have so many of my older friends who are like, "You're hot." Yeah, like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, like,
I mean, a little funny, but
yeah, a little weird on my
a
end.
little
though.
weird
Like,
at this
come on,
point.
man.
That's like a guy that me and Willie worked for up in Belleville, though.
Yeah,
Mark,
yeah.
the landlord.
Crazy, man.
Dude's 78 years old, but he looks younger than
He looks
Right.
like
dad,
60,
you know, like
yeah.
crazy. And he paints every day, does electrical work, plumbing.
Yeah.
I mean, he was mudding and taping.
Yeah, he's,
Yep, that's mom.
Yeah.
She got chickens out there, got Feather, the blue heeler, that's crazy as a loon, and, you know, she's got her horse, and the lady boards a horse for her out there, which mom doesn't charge her or anything, but, you know, she comes out every day, helps mom clean up the barn, gets all the food, they go get sawdust and all this other crap together, and that's who she goes riding with.
yeah.
And she's super happy to have someone relatively close to her age that wants to ride as much as she does.
Yeah, that's a blessing right there.
how old is she? Did you say?
Mom's 77.
All right, so for those of you out there who don't own horses or never really been around horses, imagine your doodle, their golden doodle, times 1,000 from the amount of food it eats, the exercise it needs, the things that the hooves, all that stuff. It's insane.
We can do a travel podcast with a horse next time.
We could bring a horse here.
My mom, she would love it.
Yeah.
She'd give you a
Holy
whole
shit.
tutorial on it.
Get your mom just ride
Yeah.
straight in on a horse.
Yeah, she'd do it.
Your aunt's horses and then my grandpa's horse,
Yeah.
they're some of the calmest horses that I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, they're
not
not-
compared to the ones that out at that one
Fishing,
job that almost
yeah.
ran your dog over.
Yeah.
Dude, hear this shit. There's 4 horses. They come walking along, minding their own business, and then his Labrador comes
Yeah, but
in.
he used
Tell
to
the story.
He
Yeah,
used
you
to
were there
get this
closer.
shit. Yeah, we were down by Modoc. I got a customer.
yeah.
She had us painting top of her chimney, and so we went fishing in the afternoon. Or we were waiting for it to dry, so we went over there fishing. Had the dog with us, and I don't know what Oscar did, but Oscar I was trying to get him to me. 'Cause
Right.
The horses were putting their heads in the back of my truck, getting in the shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna go over there, like dog, lay under the truck next to my feet, so I know you're okay.
Right.
Well, he backed up to get away from me, just like a couple of inches. Well, he backed up into the horse.
So they kick him?
Well, the horse took it as
They
a
wanted to.
move.
Oh, yeah.
And I freaking grabbed him. I tried to grab him and I couldn't get him. Well, then that horse started chasing him.
Oh, shit.
So then the other 3 horses followed.
Gosh,
So they
dang.
Towards
ran
a 50-acre, 5-acre.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I bet they ran him down for 100,
That's
$200.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, aggressive, sir.
Finally, I got him to come back to me, and I was like, all right, sit the fuck down. Like,
Yep.
but they wouldn't leave him alone.
No.
That's crazy because most of them don't do that.
Well, I think because he was scared.
Well,
They
yeah.
couldn't, get a good sense on him.
Right.
And so they just chased him.
And he's a coyote-sized dog, too, I'm sure. I don't
So,
know. Maybe
yeah.
they've had
Well, and
issues in the past.
there's been some
Yeah.
rumors. There's been some rumors of some black cougars down that way, so.
Really?
What?
I got a buddy that's seen one.
Where'd you hear those rumors?
Yeah, I got a buddy that's seen one in his backyard.
A black cougar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Don't see those very often.
No.
don't know what it is.
There's a
but
lot of foxes around, gray,
Wow.
and even they get a little big. A black cougar.
Black,
I mean,
black.
a cougar in
Yeah.
general is fairly rare. Not impossible.
Yeah, not-
It's
yeah.
a-
Sounds like a panther.
but a genetic offspring of black one.
Yeah.
Like sure it wasn't a panther.
Yeah, but
Chupacabra?
We have panthers. Yeah, we have
It's a
panthers.
long way from Mexico, bro.
No, we don't have panthers.
Yeah, that's why I'm
We
asking.
also don't have black cougars. Like, I don't
Then
know.
what is it?
I don't know.
he got a trail cam?
I don't know where
No,
you
he
heard the
said so.
rumor.
My buddy was walking to the shed, and he said that it took off, and then it went into the woods about 20 yards and laid down and turned around and looked at him. So it was stalking him as he was walking from the house to the shed.
Bro, if you don't got pictures, though, it didn't happen. That's like saying, I had a big fish.
Yes, exactly
It's
like that, Gavin.
I saw Bigfoot.
Oh my God, I caught like 9 12-pound fish.
You have any pictures?
No, I totally
I
don't.
don't
Sorry.
take pictures of every
I ate
fish
it all
catch.
too.
Yeah, but if you caught 9 12-pounders, you would.
Yeah, well, that was
I'd take a picture out of everyone.
Yeah, but the only time you're going to catch 9 12-pounders is when your phone's in the house.
Well, that's true.
Okay,
That's true.
those numbers were completely random generated
I
to
know.
prove my point.
Right.
There was no actual 9.
I mean, I go deer hunting. My dad and I, we don't even take pictures of our deer. Like, Mom will come out and want a picture. We don't usually take pictures.
You get a black bobcat. Is that?
Yeah, maybe it was a cougar.
Black cougar.
Maybe it was
Yeah,
a
you
buck.
take that to Xander's, they'll give you a lot of money for
Yes.
They're not buying
I'd
any
say-
other fur for
I'd say you're gonna be
decades,
getting
but
reported.
they'll buy that
Yeah,
fucking
I'd
thing.
say you're going to get reported.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good possibility there's jail time if you shoot a
Yeah.
black.
No, because you asked DNR, they're not even here, right?
Wow.
Yeah, they're not here.
I don't know.
Cougars aren't,
That's right. That's right.
I don't know.
even though they're
Could be one of those Mancoon cats.
they're attacking horses.
yeah,
and
it's
shit.
Jimothy.
Jimothy. It's Jimothy.
Yeah, the
Have you seen that?
Mancoons.
Have you seen that thing on Facebook?
No.
There's
no.
oh my God, this is, you have to like add this clip art in the podcast. Okay. There is a fucking raccoon in Oregon or Washington or something that made the internet. And they
I heard about this on the radio this
It's got
morning.
this like, it's
Yes.
not a normal spine. It's got a shrunk spine. And so they call it Jimothy.
Yeah.
It is,
That's
dude.
Dude, that is so awful.
Once you see the picture of this fucking thing,
Yeah, I heard it on the news this morning on the
Wait,
radio.
there
my
is
God.
still a raccoon in Waterloo City Hall's dumpster next to the police department, next across the street from Outsiders.
Really?
Yeah, that little dumpster to
Yes.
the right of the garage. That fucking raccoon, not every night, but almost every night, goes from that trash can,
Swear
that
to God.
dumpster. I filmed it 4 times. What the shit is?
That's Jiminy.
That's like a.
Yeah.
Jimothy.
Yeah, Jimothy. They said that this thing's gone.
Swear,
There's like
send it to me
millions
right
of
now.
views.
It's
like they
viral.
said they got T-shirts already made of this thing.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Everything.
They're printing
Yeah.
merchandise out.
Print merchandise.
I mean, look at that. That's a T-shirt already.
Jimothy.
Like,
crazy.
it's
Hey,
insane.
send me that link. I want one of those.
He said it was in a group chat out there.
I bought 2 already. Where do I send my money?
Yeah,
Some shit's just funny.
No,
it
I
just
get it.
is.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. But
That's why I like Grunt Style. They have a weird sense of humor that makes the right people laugh.
I met the guy that owns that place or owns that Grunt Style
Really?
out at Sturgis. When I got my track chair from Op 1 Vet, they took me out to Sturgis, me and Marilyn, and I got to sing the national anthem at the Buffalo Chip in front of 45,000 people.
Whoa.
I got to go on stage with this band from Missouri called the Big Skillet Band and sing a Poison song in front of probably 35,000 people.
How'd you get to do those things?
Well, so whenever Ed, who's Op 1 Vet, whenever he's like, I want to take you to Sturgis, I want to do all this shit, you know, and then I showed Ed some videos that I have on YouTube of me singing like Old Man and just Dazed and Confused doing their thing. And the general manager of that place called me and he said, would you be interested in singing the national anthem at the Buffalo Chip for the Veterans Appreciation Day, which is the day they give you those
Fucking
track
way,
chairs.
man.
Yeah, well, I had the whole song memorized until about 30 seconds before I had to drive up the ramp. So I'm
Stage fright.
freaking people. Yeah, dude, you couldn't have put
I've
a
never
pin in
seen
my
you
asshole.
get stage fright before.
Oh, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I get it every time we sing, every time we play. It doesn't matter if it's one person or 5,000 at Espero.
But it's the national anthem.
Yeah,
It's
acapella.
35,000 people's
Harley
eyes
Riders.
on you.
Yep. And
You're
I
going
thought
out. You're
I thought he was gonna have like this big speech, you know, all this shit. Welcome and blah blah blah. He's like, she just takes the mic. He goes, take off your hats, remove your covers. This is Army veteran Rusty Eazel, and he's gonna sing the national anthem. And he hands me the mic. I'm like,
Oh, fuck.
okay, I guess I'm ready.
Right.
And I belted it out. And, everybody stood up, cheered, everybody, they rev their Harleys, that's their clapping, or doing all that shit. And I got the track chair. And I killed a 7-point buck with that, drug it out of the woods with it. 180 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What did you do, strap it to the back?
I did. I was shooting with Dan Schlemmer was with me out there at our buddy's house on his property. So Dan grabbed a rope, tied it around the back of the track chair, and tied it around the deer's horns, and I drug it all the way up to the front.
Fuck yeah, man.
How far do you think that was?
Oh, probably 100 yards.
Okay.
It was just bad because he took it around the horns, We had flipped it around its feet because I had to stop several times to get all the grass out of his damn horns because I started doing a wheelie with my track chair. It's like, hold on.
Are you still avid hunter?
Oh, yes.
Every year?
Oh, yes.
Just
Really?
deer or?
Yeah, I get a turkey permit, but that's really the only thing in that chair that you could hunt. It doesn't go very fast, and it's kind of noisy when you're going through the leaves and going through all the shit.
Okay.
I got a ground blind where I hunt, so I just kind of get up and tucked up underneath it, and you can see just like the top of my head. And I got a 10-point crossbow and
Crossbow, okay. That was my next question.
And I got a rangefinder so I can get all my specs where I need them.
Yeah.
And when I shot that one, he was 30 yards, but lunged him.
Has anyone informed you about coyote hunting?
I used to when I was a kid.
All right.
But with a gun.
It's a lot. I mean, yeah.
You can do it with that
still-
crossbow.
You
You
could.
shoot with anything, I think it's legal.
There's no season except for you can't do it in deer season.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like raccoons too. Like there's a season, but it's so wide open. Just don't hunt when they're hunting deer.
Oh, you're gonna kill Timothy.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I was just getting ready to say that.
You just got 100,000 people to be pissed at you, Mustache Man. Easy.
I shaved just for you today.
The chin is shiny, but
Silver streaks pointing out a little bit more than usual, man.
Yeah.
all right.
Beautiful.
Right? It's what single line does to a man, I guess. Just
No, you're not supposed to have gray hair whenever you're single. Gray hair is what you get when you get married.
Where's your favorite place to deer hunt still today?
Mine?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to get specific.
right. Don't give away your spot.
No. Dan introduced me to a guy's name. We'll just leave it at John.
Okay.
That's his name.
Okay.
It's right outside of Waterloo, actually. Nobody hunted there for 18 or 19 years. And so when Dan and John reconnected, they've been friends for a long time, and then they reconnected. And Dan was telling John, he's like, I got this guy that's in a wheelchair, blah, blah, blah. And so John's like, bring him out. So that's where I go. I mean, nobody hunted there. We have deer cams set up, and they're like everywhere. They're literally everywhere. Until I get out in the woods and want to hunt them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Rusty's in the woods. Everyone lay down.
Hide. Everybody hide. So, but, it's just, it's not far. I know there's deer there. My stand's been up now for 3 years this year, so they know what it is. They know what it looks like. I go out and kind of refresh it a little bit, throw a couple extra sticks. I need to go out actually and put some new camouflage burlap up now so that it gets rid of that smell before deer season comes. But I can go to John's, get out of my truck. I can leave my track chair there, get in this chair, go over, get in the track chair, and then put my little light on. Usually I'm out in the standby, no later than 5:30. And then I wait for the sun to come up.
And when you talk about your track chair, what's the differences between that one and the one you got now?
Well, this is like a bobcat for wheelchair people.
Literally has
It's got tracks. It's got tracks on each side.
motorized tank tracks.
It's electric. It's got two
fucking
batteries, big
badass.
batteries.
Okay.
And so the seat, like if I'm going up a steep hill, I can make the seat sit level. If I'm going down, it'll make the seat level. And I've taken it up and down some pretty tremendously large hills and, kilters and things like that. And it makes it through every time.
But actual tracks, that's...
Yeah, it has
cool.
actual
It feels
tracks.
like a tank, I bet.
It's awesome to drive.
That's what he drugged the deer out of the woods with.
That's
Makes a lot more
right.
sense.
Now it's
Yep.
a full circle.
It's awesome. It really is awesome. I mean, and I got it through Op1 Vet, and then since I've been in the VA system for so long, Jody over at the VA, they take the serial number, and then if I need parts or anything, I get it all through the VA for nothing.
That's the last post I saw with Op1 Vets. They donated you a truck too.
Yep.
I heard that was the last one I saw. That was pretty fucking huge.
2011 Z71 four-wheel drive. It's got a 5.3. Yeah, dude, it's like, it's amazing. He put new wheels and tires on it. It's got new brakes, headlights. He's gonna pay to have it undercoated. Interior is pretty nice. Got 170,000 miles on it.
How'd you get hooked up with them? They reach out to you or you reach out to them?
So that's how I got started in 2023 with getting the track chair. And then over the years, do this ride called Pay It Forward. And it's for Op1 Vet.
Okay.
And so in the last 4 years, or the 4 rides that we've had, we raised almost $100,000 for Op1 Vet.
Damn.
And so each one of those chairs is anywhere from $16,000 to $18,000 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a side by side.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me, man.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And so, this year, Ed called me. He's like, I want you to pick a vet to receive this track chair. And not to take anything away from service-connected veterans. They deserve it. They're a combat vet or whatever the case may be. But I'm not service-connected. I got hurt after I got out. And thank God for the VA. I mean, when I first broke my back in June, I went to college in January, and I probably broke a wheelchair every 6 months. Just being 22 or 23 years old,
Angry at the
drinking, and all my friends were like, oh, man.
Yeah, wheeling down that shit.
Oh, we did. I used to have, wheelie bars on the back that they would flip upside down. They'd flip upside down. It'd be like bobcatting, we'd be bobcatting it down, or not bobcat, but, sledding, and you're running into parked cars and trees.
That's back when people had a sense of fucking humor.
Oh my God,
honestly.
dude. Yeah, I got pulled over by a cop in Charleston. Believe it or not. So the up-counter. Yeah. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
I used to work security in a wheelchair at this bar called the Uptowner at college.
Wow.
In Charleston.
Yeah. And so Charleston's a weird place because the college is on a big hill up here, and the square is on a big hill. So you got to go down a big hill and up a big hill to get to one place or the other.
Okay.
So I'm screaming down this big hill after I get off work at the bar.
In the wheelchair.
And I'm headed home. Yeah. I'm all tucked down. There's no lights anywhere except for the bottom of the hill. There's a church.
Okay.
And so I go zipping past there, and there was a cop sitting there.
Shut the fuck up.
No, so he blue lights and cherries me.
I talked to you on 45
Yeah,
Wait, did you have the helmet on? When you
No,
tucked?
it was just
You're
crazy.
like,
No, that was just all down, Trying to get the speed up because the hill on the other side's real big.
Right, so why did you
it makes sense to me now.
Well, so I pull over the curb like a car,
Right.
and he hollers out the window, he goes, hey, come back here. And I go back there, and he's like, man, I said, was I doing something wrong? He's like, well, no. He goes, oh, I'm sitting here watching my radar gun. And he goes, all of a sudden, it goes 5, 10, 15. He goes, I'm looking out the window, and I don't see nothing.
No cars.
20.
No cars.
25.
You get 25
Yeah.
miles an hour.
And he
down
goes,
that
next
hill.
thing you know, I see you zip right past me in your wheelchair.
Yeah, do you see the fucking hill I gotta go
That's
up?
what I said. He goes, I just wanted to stop you and tell you, I thought that was kind of cool. I'm like, you gonna give me a pull up the hill? He goes, no.
Yes, yeah. Tonight, now that I stopped and came back,
And,
bro.
and then he goes, you probably should keep that off the street this late at night. I'm like, have you seen the sidewalks in Charleston?
Man.
But yeah, he blue lighted me in the whole 9 yards and pulled me right over.
Dude, that's an epic story right there.
Yeah. I got tons of them, man.
Back when people had a sense of fucking humor.
Charleston, South Carolina?
No, Illinois.
Okay.
2 hours north of here. It's like Charleston was 2 hours from Chicago, 2 hours from Indianapolis, and 2 hours from St. Louis.
Okay.
So it's in the middle of nowhere, but close to everywhere, you know. And so they had a Fox Ridge State Park was close by, and I had saw my first Grateful Dead concert in 1989. So when I got to college, you know, a lot of other Deadheads were there. So we would, during spring break, we'd go on tour. During summertime, we'd go on tour, you know, and so I probably saw the Dead while Jerry was still alive 20 to 30 times.
Oh, so you would follow them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
we
did.
made veggie bagels, and we sold beer. So we get up in the morning, get all the supplies we needed, and, you know, veggie bagels, 1 for $3, 2 for $5. Domestic beers are $2. Imports for $5.
The good old days.
Made a lot of money. I'd leave the house in Charleston for $250 in my pocket, come back with a couple grand, and shit tons of stories and stickers and incense.
Right, all kinds of people you met.
Oh, dude, it was wild. I got there used to be a company on the East Coast called Gypsy Rose.
Okay.
And they were a hippie store.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you were...
Yeah, they're not around no more.
Yeah, well... Back in those days, if you were going on tour, you let them know, they'd send you like a whole boxes of their flyers.
Okay.
You know? And stickers and shit. T-shirts.
Merch.
So I would go on tour and had a backpack. I'd pass them out.
That was currency.
Yeah, and so for a while there, I was, hey, it's the Gypsy Rose guy, you know, because I was probably the only guy in a wheelchair that was out there doing anything at all anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so
Not to mention you were handing out Gypsy Rose merch.
Yeah.
Which was highly, still even more now.
Coveted.
Yeah, right. It doesn't exist anymore.
I've
It
never
hasn't
heard of it
for
till now. That's a
Yeah,
decades.
Gypsy Rose, man.
I've seen the merch. Yeah.
Dude.
It's cool.
Yeah.
You know, and just I'd leave first thing in the morning. Everybody's getting up. You know, smoke here, smoke there, smoke there. I have a backpack full of incense and stickers and all this other crap that people were giving me as I'm handing out flyers. And my buddy Hairball, I come back and he's like, "Where you been?" I'm like, "Hey, you know, just giving out flyers." And he goes, "What do you got in your backpack today?" You know, and I'd get it out and dump it all over the fucking place. Like, God dang, dude. He goes, "You come back with more shit than you leave."
Hey,
Just spreading love, man. Spreading love.
quit sending me out. I'll tell you.
It's not a bad thing.
No. Nope. Yeah, man. College was cool. I met a lot of great people. It really helped me to get out of my shell. I left, you know, I had to get out of Waterloo. When I broke my back and started going to like Walmart and all these things, just stared, you know, just stared. And it got to be where I almost made a business card and just hand them out, be like, "Hey, if you're staring so hard, here, here's a picture, my name, my interest, in case you're interested."
Right, take a picture of the last name.
I'm freshly single. Hit me up.
That's a great idea. You should have done that anyway.
I mean, that was before Facebook or Google or any of that shit.
Yeah, that's why you should have done
It
it.
was an actual 939 number that would have been on that business card.
But yeah, it just
I'd have gave him like the office number for the police department.
right. If you had an emergency, don't dial me, dial 911.
It was that bad. You felt like you were just subjected.
Scrutinized and just like made to feel less than human or a walker or whatever you want to say, you know. It's just like an anomaly here in Waterloo.
Yeah. No, I totally get that vibe though. Like it's just a judgy area.
Yeah.
It is. You're not the only guest that's been on this podcast that has got that same feel because they're not willing to take the status quo and just go along with it. They try to fight it, and the community kicks back like, "How dare you?"
Right.
Be different.
That was. We're talking
90s.
2026 right now. You're
Yeah,
talking,
this was 92, 91 when I broke my back, so 35 years ago.
Yeah, my mom and dad moved here in '93 and same shit.
really.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it was, you know, back in the 70s, the 80s around here at Waterloo, everybody was related. Everybody knew everybody. It was a very different time.
Yes.
The kids, the coaches, we're smoking cigarettes in school. We didn't have to go. There was, off campus, do whatever you wanted to do. And the police were really in tune with the high school. We didn't have football until 83 or 4.
No
here.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Girls sports, softball.
Yeah.
91.
Yeah. It was crazy.
90s.
I'm surprised they even had it.
Yeah.
Softball had to be the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe there
It
might
was
have been
nuts.
another. Volleyball.
Wow.
Volleyball.
Yeah.
Maybe
Volleyball.
and softball. First girls, and they were in the 90s.
No, yeah, I remember the stories my mom used to tell me about the smoking tree out there in front of the high school, the old high school.
Yeah, man. Where the Circle Drive was. We'd all just park our shit right
That was
there.
still a smoking tree when I was in kindergarten. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because they were in the old high school until 2009.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
I was all through grade school and everything while we were still dropping kids off there.
No
Smoking
way.
tree.
Yeah,
It was
I
great,
remember
man.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fabulous.
That was my
yeah.
first apartment with my wife. Was across the street
Oh,
from high
shit.
school.
Oh, wow.
The double decker.
Yep.
They're still there.
They're still there.
I got a rabbit hole for that, but it ain't.
Go ahead, man.
Oh no.
It ain't.
Go and say that, and we can take a quick break and come back. It'd be a perfect segue.
You know what?
We'll
Let's
take
take
a
a quick
break.
break, guys.
All right, we'll be right back.
Cheers. So, you want to hear about the band? How it got started?
I want to hear
This band?
how you guys got your name.
So, we all get together. First, kind of like practice, but we're all just kind of sitting around
What
getting
year
to
did
know
y'all
each
start?
other.
Yeah.
So, I met Dustin on a veterans trip out to Aspen, Colorado. And everybody was calling, because he spells his last name R-O-W. And everybody's like, Dustin Rowe. And then somebody came up and said, hey, Rao, what's going on? And I was like, oh, do you know Danny Rao? And he's like, yeah, that's my dad. How do you know
maybe.
Danny Rao? Well, when I was doing concrete, Danny was the tax assessor here in Monroe County. So we'd see him at the courthouse all the time. We're trying to get variances and make sure permits are all there and the whole 9 yards. And then Mike's Tavern was open. And that's where all the construction people, where Outsiders is
Yes,
now?
yeah.
So Mike Algar owned Mike's Tavern.
Yeah.
So all the construction guys were always in there. And Danny was in there. And so Dustin texts us dad. He's like, hey, I got this guy in a wheelchair sitting next to me. His name's Rusty. He says he knows you. And Danny texted back. He said, well, if I know Rusty and he's in Colorado, he's having a hell of a good time. And so, that's whenever it was legal out there and there wasn't any place else. And so we talked about, at that time I was in a band called Hey Wally, and he was in a band called Where's Charlie? And those guys were a Talking Heads cover band. And pardon me, Dustin, if I get that wrong.
Okay.
But they would do corporate gigs. Like they would get on a freaking jet
Well,
and
if you're,
fly
if you're
out.
singing Talking Heads cover band, you're gonna get some corporate gigs. That makes sense. It does.
So, anyway, so he watches the video on YouTube of me singing Old Band. He calls me at like 10:30 that night. He's like, dude, I watched that video like 100 times. I probably cried through 50 of the first. I'm like,
What?
what'd you cry for? I'm like, was it that bad or what the hell?
I don't know how to take that.
So we started, conversing. So we get back to reality, and Dustin calls me, and this is the first year that S for S was at Bomb Shoot Crab Park. So the first year he had it, it was behind Tiny.
Yeah.
The next 2 years were in the Schnucks parking lot, across the highway there in Columbia.
Yeah.
No way.
And then it got too big for that, so then he moved to Bomb Shoot Crab Park.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, he goes, would you sing Old Band with my guitar player? And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, dude, it'd be awesome. Well, I was nervous and drinking, and that was the year that Kaepernick kneeled for the national anthem. Well, give me a microphone in front of about 3,000 people as a veteran, and I started going on in a few explicit, F words and F bombs were flying, and he goes, Dustin's like, I almost turned your. And Lauren was there from Casey or The Point now. Yeah, because they graduated high school. I'm not sure if they graduated the same year, but her and Dustin were friends. You know?
Columbia High School.
Yeah, so Lauren's like, where'd you get this guy? And Dustin's like, I just met him out in Colorado.
Where did you get this guy?
She's like, what the hell is he doing? It's like, I'm going to cut his mic off.
Don't do that.
Yeah, so.
Don't you dare.
Anyway, yeah, so.
That's funny.
You know, I sang it, and then the next year he asked me if I would sing that, and then I did War Pigs and another song with this band. And then he texted me, this would be 2016, and he's like, hey, how are your guitar players in your band? You know, how's your band? I'm like, they're all right. I'm like, what's the interest? He goes, I'd like to play drums for you guys. I'm like, dude, you couldn't have been more time perfect. They just kicked me out of the band. He goes, what? He goes, why? And I'm like, well, we were at 4th Street, and I'm hooting and hollering at her walking by, and I got to read lyrics. I don't have a memory to retain all that and sing it.
Every song.
So I have an iPad that sits in front of me, and before that I'd get the set list out, and I had a binder, and they were all typed up. And I would make a binder with song listing, you know, and I would set it down on the ground in front of me so it wasn't so noticeable. Yeah. And I would sing. So he's like, I'm like, are you ready you want to form a band? At that time I was dating the bass player's sister, Andy Goodwin. So I got a hold of him and my old guitar player, Stephen J. Cox. It was in Deep Fried with me. It had been 2 years or so since we played. I called him. I'm like, are you done being a pussy? Are you ready to play some freaking music? And he goes, what do you got? And I'm just like, hooked. So I said, meet me at Tiny's on whatever day. And so we all got together, and pretty much the rest was history. So we're Steven, Mike Mattingly, Dustin, and Andy, myself. We're sitting in the studio talking about what we want to play, what we want to do. And I'm like, man, these songs are like the movie Dazed and Confused. And Dustin goes, you know, that kind of be a good name for a band.
That's how nonchalant it came up.
Yeah, and so we looked. There's a Dazed and Confused on the East Coast, a Dazed and Confused on the West Coast. There's Led Zeppelin cover bands. So we put the Z in there, the N, and then the STL on it, and then had the name trademark. And we were supposed to start at the end of 2016, but Dustin mowed grass. He dropped a lawnmower on his hand and almost cut his finger off.
Oh, God.
Which is pretty important for a
drummer. Yeah, for a drummer.
Unless you're or maybe guitarist.
Right.
Unless you give
duct tape to his hand every night.
Right.
There's no duct tape in a
You
finger.
can duct tape
pack.
the stick on your hand every night, though.
I mean, better,
Yeah.
I guess.
You make do.
That's how we got started. And then
That's
Steven passed away in 2018. Tragic accident. Came home, he had a bad knee, fell down the steps, going to his room and hit the door. I guess it knocked him out, but when he landed, his chin was up underneath his face and basically suffocated him. And it killed me. But Matt DeCamper, who I've known for zillions of years, played music with him several times. You know, we called him, said, hey, can you fill in so we can get these gigs? We had gigs at like Helen Fitzgerald's and all this stuff. And Matt's like, yeah, sure. So we sent him set lists, and he's a consummate musician. Nice. I mean, he had these things nailed down in 2 weeks. Our entire fucking set list. Yeah. So he played and played. He was in a band called The Gusto, and they were doing like stuff over at the Oyster Bar and some shit in St. Louis. Well, when they found out he was moonlighting with us, they fired him. So he came to practice. He came to practice one day. He's like, hey guys, he goes, would you guys mind if I just stuck around? I'm like, what do you mean? What are you kidding? Are you kidding me? I'm like, what happened? He goes, they found out I was playing with you, and so they shit canned me. So that's, and the rest, if you will, is history. We played all over the place. We've opened for some amazing bands. And it's just been a hell of a ride. We're all best friends. 5 people that can get along like we do. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've had our spats, but nothing band, crazy that would destroy the band or anything like that.
Nothing that would make the news.
Right, exactly.
A band is like a marriage.
It really is.
5 people instead of 2.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yep. And it's amazing. And so we will work hard, we practice hard, we try to do our best on stage, and it just works. It really does work.
So we talked a little bit off camera about it. The music festival down in Fultz.
No.
Oh, down at Fountain Tavern.
Fountain Tavern
Yeah.
this weekend. It was hot as shit, but there were so many local bands in one place
area.
for 2 days.
Ah.
How was the turnout? I didn't make it down. It was too goddamn hot.
Well,
I'll be honest.
I didn't go Friday, but Saturday was hot. By the time we played our slot 7 to 8, a rough night, and I don't know who's inside. Outside the bar that was in the parking lot, 75, maybe 100. That would be probably pushing it.
Okay.
But the other bands, there was some contemporary, there was some 90s type, and a lot of country. And we just went up there and said, now it's for something completely different. And started with Mississippi Queen and ended with Guns N' Roses.
All right. When you were there, the limited time, because it was hot as shit.
Yes, it was.
Was there any band, or even talking to the other musicians, because you guys all talk, it's like a cult. Was there a young band that you're like, damn, these guys got a good sound? Was there anyone like that?
The band that played before us on the stage that we got on, and I have no idea what they're called. They had a female singer, and they did some really, really great stuff.
Okay.
They were kind of all over as far as genre goes, but the one song that they did that I really enjoyed, and there goes my memory again, but they did it very, very well. Their guitar player, he was super freaking good, super talented, and the female and the guy singing, they harmonized super awesome. I mean, they were really good.
I think they're younger band, right?
Yes.
Do you know
think
them?
I know. I don't know.
Younger than me?
I think it's your
There
age.
is a girl that I've heard sing
sings
at
with-
the Vintage Wine Bar
She
with
sings
a
with her
younger.
husband. And so I think that's
don't know.
Yes,
the same
okay.
one.
She did say husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, they were really, really good. All the bands, I don't want to take away from
I
anyone.
know. But you've
You know
been doing
what I
this
mean?
long fucking enough.
Right.
You hear the same cover bands over and over and over again. When somebody
can
is like a
tell.
little different,
I mean, you can tell. Like, and you had mentioned that y'all were playing at Helen Fitzgerald's too.
Yeah.
Like, I'd gone over there with my buddy Aaron that was on the podcast. We went over there one night and we were like, hey, we're just over here for shits and giggles. Oh, a band starts playing. But they pay over there. They pay bands pretty good money over there.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, we were listening to them play, and I said, Aaron, we need to leave. I said, they fucking suck.
And there's
And he goes, what? I said, Aaron, I said, we could go out on your back porch in the garage and you'll play better than this. I said, we need to fucking leave.
ouch.
Because they just weren't good.
there's some
They
of
were a
them.
cover band.
But they're still getting paid.
Yeah.
For
and
that
that's great.
gig.
Right.
And that's great for them to get paid. But
Right.
Gotta start somewhere, I guess. Right?
But-
Well, and that's the thing too,
Yeah.
is everybody has to start somewhere. But even to get into Helen Fitzgerald,
it's hard.
you
It's hard.
can't just roll in
And
there and
that's
say,
why
hey, I booked my band.
That's what irritated
You know what I
me
mean?
the
I know
most.
what you mean.
Right.
That's what irritated me the most was that they weren't as good as they were.
Right.
And that's when I knew, like, all right, let's just leave.
Willie, it's hard enough to be able to play a musical instrument or
Yeah.
sing in tune, let alone be your own self-promoter.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a manager role. They do
Yep.
all that bullshit that
And that's,
it's tough. But you got to be big enough to be able to, and you got to get paid gigs
you gotta
to
support it.
justify it.
Yep.
Or there's one guy in the band who's
Dustin.
just allocated to be that fucking
Manager.
guy.
drummer or
I mean, it's double-edged sword. So
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dustin's our guy.
He's the promoter?
Yeah, because Dustin has his own business, event ops it's called. So what you see at Songs for Soldiers, Dustin does that for a living.
Yep.
So like Fair St. Louis, that's his project.
Yeah.
He hires the bands, he books the sound, the stage, he does all of it from start to finish. You know, trash, everything. And he does that for them, he does it for SLU, he does it for Pedal for the Cause, Pedal for the Paws, Pride Fest, him and his partner. I mean, they do a lot of shit around here.
Yeah, that's the one thing. When I met Dustin for the first time, it wasn't from you, it wasn't from anyone.
Right.
Is when he bought the church in Columbia.
Yeah.
Rehabbed it.
Yeah.
He was having events in there. He hired us to do the event cleanups.
Yeah.
That's how I met. First time I met
Right.
Dustin. I didn't even know that was Luke's brother.
Yeah.
For a year after,
Yep.
I was already working
Yeah.
for Dustin doing the event cleanup for that. And he went way past that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the story, but yeah.
Yeah, he's,
Interesting dude. Who?
he doesn't have anything to do with, so he didn't buy that.
He didn't.
No, he was hired by the guy.
Manager of that estate.
Yeah,
That's
to get all the,
That's a whole nother rabbit
But
hole.
he's still part of the
I
route.
Doing
know
the
who-
same thing that they did in Columbia with that church.
But
and
they're
they
all
rehabbed it.
part of the
They're doing
route
same thing
group.
with Red
oh yeah.
Yeah, Redwood's doing this. So Redwood's rehabbing a church right next to
be
the
an event
Gatlin's.
hall. Yeah.
And it's going to be an event hall.
I was wondering if it was the same people.
You
but-
want to talk to a powerhouse in Columbia, talk to the Row Group.
Yeah.
It's
His brothers
three
and him.
brothers that
Yep.
and their grandpa's
Yep.
properties
And that's
things
where
and
we practice
backing
at.
and
At
that-
Ralph's old shop.
yep.
I've only ever
Dustin
met.
got Ralph's old shop.
That's where you guys practice?
Yeah. He has all of his
That's
S4S
fucking
stuff in
awesome.
there. He keeps, Charlie, his one of his son and then his daughter, they're twins.
Hmm.
But Charlie picked up all of Dustin's mowing accounts.
Yeah.
So he does all Dustin's mowing accounts. He keeps the tractor in there.
Tight family.
They're great people, man. They are super great
All
people.
three of those guys,
Yeah.
their own profession. They are amazing at what they do.
Yep.
Um,
They're amazing. It's just, I'm truly blessed. I've been in so many bands, different this and different that. But this band, this is our 9th year playing together. And it's truly been one of the best bands, if you will, that I've ever been in. The cohesion that we have, the work ethic that we have, the places we've been able to play. I mean, it's just been right. We're playing Fast Eddies.
and your guys' ability to not hate each other
Right.
in a couple of that's the downfall of most
Of course it
local
is.
bands.
Attitudes.
Attitude.
Yeah.
Arrogance, attitude.
Oh
and
my God, yes.
expectations.
Yep.
That'll kill fucking any
Immediately.
band, club, it doesn't matter.
Anything.
Five dudes hanging out.
Right.
Oh, you're
Arrogance,
gone.
attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crush
and it will literally
Crush
eat you alive.
Yes.
And we've had none of that in this band. Now, when we first started, I drank way more than I probably should.
No.
Yeah, yes.
No way.
So, I backed off on that a lot. But, it's just been a learning experience. It's been a process. It's been the most exciting times I've ever had. We played Learn's 40th birthday party.
Yeah.
We're the only cover band that's ever played the basement of Blueberry Hill. The only cover band
Yes.
ever
Talk about
played
that
it.
gig a little bit. That sounds like a fun one.
Well, so Dustin gets a hold of me, or the band, and
That
says,
place is
yeah, he goes, what do you guys think about playing Learn? At that time, she was just on Casey.
yeah.
Well, no, that's not true. She was on the point in the morning, started already. And so I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't care if she pays us or not. Do it. Yeah, dude.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Man.
So we all load up and we get in, and of course all the point guys were there. Got to hang out with Rafe a bunch, and of course Learn. I've seen her, throughout her band, Lane Narrows. I always tell her, I'm like, we need to do a co-headlining thing. let's get a hall. I guarantee we could sell it out,
Dude,
us and you.
Easy.
But, and so, we get down to Blueberry Hill and load up, and we got some really, really, really good kudos from those guys that Monday morning. I was really, really impressed. We let her husband play the drums, and then, Rafe played the drums, and her husband sang a Bad Company song, Not Feel Like Making Love, something. Anyway,
They did it.
It made
no other expectations of just like, hey, let's have some fun.
Yes,
You're like,
of
hey,
course.
no, let's really have some fun.
Yeah.
Let's see you on the drums. Like one, two songs.
It was awesome. And so Learn's like, I'm gonna have sex with you like crazy tonight. It was awesome. And they had a really good time, and we had just an absolute superb time.
But that's the organic connections you make when you're a good human being.
Oh, I agree.
And you like music and you have that interest. When you talk to other like-minded people and you're a good human being, shit happens.
Oh,
like that. The people want to work with good people. They don't want to work with assholes.
No. And believe me, in an industry like that, a band industry, if you are a dick, people are going to know immediately.
Even on the local scale.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
People will know immediately.
Yep.
And so that's another thing, I get the brunt of a lot of shit when we're on stage. Dustin tells everybody I'm his dad. And I mean, honestly, I've had people when I worked at Sonnenberg's come in there and say, hey, I saw the post your son made on Facebook. I'm like, he's not my kid.
Fuck you, Dustin.
Yeah, I'm like,
you
God
son of a
damn
bitch.
it, dude. I was like, fuck. So I had a shirt made, not Dustin's father. And so
Do you still have that
oh
shirt?
yes.
I would like
So
a copy of that fucking shirt.
there is a picture.
I want to see Dustin's face when I walk in.
Well,
No Dustin way.
Not Dustin's son.
he threw something at me.
That's funny.
So at S for Us, I come out, not Dustin's father. He comes out to sing his song, takes his shirt off. Rusty's my dad.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like,
oh, what a
I said,
dick.
you son of a bitch. I'm like,
Sharpied on
Take
his.
that. No, he had one made. He
had it made.
His shirt
Stop
was
it.
made. No.
That's
There's
dedication.
a picture on the internet.
Rusty,
There's a picture
that is
of it on the
dedication
internet.
right there.
Yeah, I got a shirt that says "Crippled People Suck" on it. I was loading
Oh
microphones.
my god, that's funny as shit.
I was loading microphones into Tiny's because we always do S for S kickoff party at Tiny's. And all these mics fell on my lap, out of my lap, trying to get through the gate. I'm like, fucking crippled people suck. And this lady that was there, and I can't remember her name, I'm sorry if you're watching, she's like, I heard that, that's a shirt. And so she brings it to me when we're playing over in Belleville. The one time that we play, and there's a guy in a wheelchair sitting in the audience, and I got my crippled people suck shirt
Did
on.
he laugh?
He did.
Yes.
He asked me, he goes, where did you get
Oh
that
my
shirt?
god. I am going on eBay tomorrow. I want
I pulled
3
it
of
out.
those.
Yeah, and then I got another one that has a crippled guy falling out of a wheelchair, and it says all fuck across the top of it.
It's not as funny as crippled people.
I know.
That's a funny
It just flew out of my mouth, and she brought that shirt.
That's a shirt.
She goes, that's a shirt.
And a bumper sticker, quite frankly.
So,
Just spitballing here.
well, I'm just saying, if a crippled guy can't wear a crippled people suck shirt, then, you know what? I wear it to the VA.
It's not even that. If you cannot laugh at yourself,
That's right.
you'll probably put a bullet in your head.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Pooped and peed on myself so many times over the last 35 years. It's
Shit
just
happens.
part of life.
Shit happens.
It does.
Yeah.
In the most unexplained and unexpected times,
Yes.
unfortunately.
All right, I'm gonna dive deep. I'm gonna give you guys a little glimpse into my life and my wife's amazing life. Oh shit! This was a recent thing. Never happened in 51 years of my life. But
Oh God.
3 weeks ago, I had Getting out, having fun with my father-in-law. We were drinking some whiskey, and I got back home. I went to bed. Everything was fine. It was like 9 o'clock. 10:30, I woke up, stood straight in bed, turned the corner, looked at the wall, and just dropped my trousers and decided to start peeing there. My wife instantly jumps up like, what the fuck are you doing?
Screaming.
Nothing. No, she wasn't screaming. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, nothing. Like I just stole a sandwich or something. like nothing.
I think I'll wash my hands.
Then I walked to the bathroom and it was the first time ever, but
Really?
shit happens, man.
Really?
I had a roommate in college.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Sonny, I love you, man. I gotta tell the story.
I think Carbondale has a chronic disease of causing people to
I
piss in
woke up-
closets.
Oh, yeah.
Twice to my roommate. Once his girlfriend woke up, said, "You motherfucker!"
Are you peeing on her?
He was peeing on her.
Oh, my God.
Not me. That was his girlfriend.
God.
Why the fuck would I be peeing on his girlfriend?
So safe to say she wasn't.
No.
Okay.
Yes. That is catchy.
Wow. No. Sonny, like I said, man, I love you.
I've got a couple. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Second one, I woke up. It was about 1:30 in the morning. My roommate was just randomly just peeing in my dresser drawer. I was like, dude, what are you doing? He looked at me like, peeing in your dresser drawer.
At least he was honest.
At least, God damn. Walk 5 more feet to the
As a
goddamn
respectable
bathroom.
college student in a shitty ass rental apartment, I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
cool, bro. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just went back to sleep.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
it happens
It does. I get it.
at 20 and at 51.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
At least you only experienced it at 51, not 20.
Both 20, 20, and then there was a 30-year gap.
Right. And see, you
And
guys
actually, the first one
was.
wasn't me; it was my roommate. So
I mean, I don't.
me was
When you get to be me and him's age, you never trust a fart when you get as old as we
shark.
are.
Oh, I've
shark.
definitely pissed in the corner of a hotel room by accident.
Do you carry spare underwear with you in your vehicle just in case?
No.
I do.
You
I
fucking.
used to, yeah.
you
I
fucking
carry jeans, t-shirt, and underwear in my truck.
swimsuit,
everywhere I go.
undies, and shirt and socks.
I've been
You
told
don't
this
know.
swimsuit
I mean,
You
needs
never
that.
know.
You never know.
And for me, especially, I never know.
You're one shard away from
Yes. Disaster.
having to go home.
Yes.
Oh, I used
Yes,
to,
you
like,
are.
when I was working for that ag dealership, I had to carry underwear in my truck because if I had to shit, I had to shit.
Right.
Like, I was gonna just, and I mean, I'm driving, I'm gonna have 2-hour drives, so gotta go.
Amazon, they have the trailer hitch mounted shoes.
Yeah.
It's on a basket. It's just
Well,
the seat.
so tractor duels
I'm just saying it.
tractor duels are the exact equivalent apart as your shoulders. So you just lock your shoulders out and it'll hold you up.
$27.95.
Beautiful.
This one's
Amazon.
free. This one's
This
free.
one's
It hooks
free.
right into the fucking receiver hitch.
Yeah.
It will support a 240-pound man that I
gotta-
can verify.
Really, really bad rabbit hole. One morning, I think it was the morning after my birthday one year. I went to update software on a tractor, and I'm out. I wasn't out in the middle of nowhere. I was just outside of town, but I was on the backside of an elementary school. So I was like in the eyesight of the elementary school, but I was like 200, 300 yards away.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I want to pump the brakes here. Only because you said elementary school, sir.
Like Zano?
I don't want to have to fucking testify. So
Fuck, this is like
rethink
10
this
years-
story.
This is like 10 years
Continue
ago.
if you want, but I'm going to testify
There's
against
also
you.
there's also
if this doesn't go right.
15 foot worth of corn, so I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
hey, we can
Did
cut
you
the
use a
story.
leaf to wipe?
Yeah, we can cut the story off.
I just don't want to have to fucking testify.
Oh, I get it.
If they even know my name, fuck 'em.
You're not going to get off that list. I'm telling you.
I don't
Yep.
even know.
It happens.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'll have to
personally.
see if my buddy even listens to the podcast.
Wait.
So, Rusty, you've been all over the freaking country. Multiple
Yes.
states,
Yep.
different bands, different careers. You talked about Lauren and the gig you played with her, for her. Was that the most fun you've ever had?
I would say that would be one of the highlights of my musical, if you will, career.
Okay.
Just because of, the old staff, Favaz and all these guys were there too from Keishi.
Yeah.
It was her 40th birthday party. The point staff was there, of course. Lauren gave us a really good basket full of Keishi swag. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but she's a huge Fireball fan.
Did not know.
So apparently...
I was aware.
Right. Apparently, she's on July Drive.
Yes.
So this whole
Yes, she
month,
is.
she's not drinking anything.
Okay.
You gotta be mailing Fireball to her.
Well, apparently, while she was singing with her band, she got pretty lit up to where her husband had to come and get her at the gig, and she's throwing up and doing all,
All right, having a good time.
Yeah. So she came in to the point the 1st of July and said, July's dry month for me. So, she even said, she's like, we're playing here tonight, no Fireball to the stage whatsoever for me. I will not drink them. They will go to either somebody in the band or I'll just give it to a random passerby. But I want nothing to do with those right now.
So 4,000 Fireball shots by the end of that night. Maybe
Oh my God, dude! Our basket was full.
Double dog dare, dude.
That stuff is powerful.
That's so much cinnamon, bro.
Woo! And we used to, like when we first started practicing, we would bring in fucking 18 packs of Budweiser. Everybody's bringing in 5 or 6 different shots of Fireballs. So we're hammering them.
Who doesn't love to buy the band a drink?
Well, I don't mind it, but when you're at practice, we're all excited. It's first getting started, so by the time we're done practicing, the drive home, I'm like, oh my God. Then I wake up the next morning, I'm like, what the fuck did we even practice last night? And half the band's going, I get text messages like, hey, how did practice go last night? You're like, well, you were there. Yeah, well, that's why I'm asking you. I'm like, that's a good question, actually. You text somebody else, you're like, how did it go? And so it started getting out of hand. Now, we do a lot of parades and stuff like that with Dustin. And so Matt Decamper, our guitarist and singer, also, he's very, very loves the parades. So we do like Dogtown for St. Patrick's Day. We were going to do the Mardi Gras parade this year, but it was just so ungodly cold, dude.
Yeah. Y'all did the Glow Parade too, didn't you?
So, yeah, we do all kinds of... No, we didn't do that one.
Okay.
But we do like the Christmas parade, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
the
that's what
Christmas
I'm talking
one.
about, yeah.
Do that. But for that parade in particular, or any of the parades that we do, we always do a shot of Fireball before we get started on the parade route.
Gotta warm up.
And then we always, at S for S, we always do a shot of Fireball before we go on stage in memory of Steven. And just to put a little yuck before we go out there and kill it.
What gig that you can recollect were you most nervous for?
Everyone.
Of all time, since you were...
The very first time that I sang with Dustin, Old Man, that's why I drank too much. I was so nervous.
Yeah,
I didn't ever play in front of, at that time, S for S was drawing 3,000 people. Now it's 5.
Yeah.
And that place only holds 5,000.
Yeah.
So they sell out on Friday and Saturday nights, and it doesn't bother me as much. But that particular time, when I rolled up on the stage and saw how many people were out there, and I was just like, oh my God, and Sturgeons singing the national anthem. It's either going to be good or it's going to be horrible.
You fuck up. You fuck up one thing.
Oh my God, dude. And they don't forget it. You'll forever be like, oh, that fucking guy in a wheelchair sucks. The Gypsy Rose guy. Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck hired that?
Land of the Green? What?
Yeah,
that's
I
not
know,
the
right?
fucking lyrics.
Right. So, those two in particular were the ones that really, my heart was beating so fucking fast. you couldn't have put a needle up my butt.
And Rusty, I'm not very musical. Like, I can't carry a tune. Can't play an instrument. And people cannot really fathom the pressure of, hey, I'm going to come up here in front of all you people and try to do my best.
Right.
And shit happens still.
Always.
Like, you never know. Music, sound mag, there's all kinds of things.
Yes.
The people who have the courage to even go up there and try
Well,
are amazing to me, because many other people that could be super great at it, but
Right.
they're scared to do it.
well, and that's, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you and don't tell you.
Musician and
I still get fucking nervous, man. I still get butterflies.
What makes you still get up there?
Because
you've been doing it for 3 decades.
I know, but
still,
It's no
Yes.
different from you doing the reels, and you still get just as nervous now than you did 3 years ago.
all right, that's true.
Yeah.
you know, it's just I worry about my voice. You know, is it gonna crack? Am I gonna hit the right note to start the song? You know, all these things run through my brain, and so even before the song starts, in my head, I'm already humming the first note, so that I know that whenever it's time for me to sing it, I'm there.
Damn,
You know, and it's just
That's a good system.
it's nerve-wracking.
that's a
Is
musician.
it just the beginning though, or do you wear out after the first
Well,
song?
we get through 2 or 3 songs. The band is tight. Everybody's on point.
You let it eat.
At that point in time, you know,
Your
I'm
sphincter
good.
relaxes.
Yes, everything starts going good.
That's probably not the best analogy.
Well, do a nice big fat shot of Jim Beam before I go on stage and
No.
get the vocal cords lubed up.
Do you find that the older you get, the less of the liquid lubrication you need to be
Yes.
good?
Yes. Yeah,
Is it-
I don't drink
it
way.
gets
I
easier?
drink. Yeah. And it's
you-
only
you
because
use-
I now trust
I know.
the guys
I've
that I
known you
play
for a
with.
while, so
I just trust the guys that I play with. You know, that's the key, is to have trust in that they're going to hit their mark, that all I got to worry about is me.
Yep.
You know, and so at that point in time, once we get started, you know, we get through the first song, especially like S for S, because we learn a new set list just for S every single year. So we're working on 10 or 12 songs right now to
damn.
try to get them all ready to go before September gets here. You know, we're working on, we've been working on it for a while, but Megadeth, Holy Wars. If you ever listen to that song, it's an opus, probably 6 minutes,
Yeah.
You
and
guys are gonna attempt that.
yeah, we're gonna do it. We're not gonna attempt it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I had
Yep.
a Megadeth lighter in high school, and this is back when I had no idea
Right.
who they were. So I Googled it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this shit? And yeah,
Yeah.
they had some long songs, man.
Fuck
some
yeah,
good
dude.
stuff.
This one is, and Mike, our other guitar player, Mike Mattingly, he is a big time heavy metal thrash, you know, just into it. Him and Steven both. And when he brought that to our attention, you know, we're like, okay. And so we pieced it around, and so many changes. And Dustin, the drum work on it and the guitar work is just insanity, you know. So Dustin had to really get out of his box and learn how to do the double kicks and all these things. I had to, you know, the one good thing about heavy metal music is that it comes in sections of 4. You know what I mean? So they're going to do this for 4 measures. They're going to do this for 4 measures. And then I'm going to sing this for 4 measures.
But
And
it's really
it's pretty fast. Yeah, it's pretty fast. And there's some melodic parts.
I hear what
in
you're
there.
saying. It can
Yeah.
be broken down, but
Yes.
it's still
And that's how we had to do it. You got to
Super
take it in
fucking
sections. Well, we learned how to play Rush's Tom Sawyer. You know, it took us forever to get through because there's so much going on in that song. You know, and the drum work is the hardest of it all. You know, I can sing high notes. I sing Barracuda from Heart. You know, and so Rush is on that same thing. Me and Geddy Lee, I could get pretty goddamn close to his vocal. But the music in between all that is just ridiculous. They wrote some amazing shit.
And you're a musician saying it's ridiculous.
Oh.
I'm just a novice going, yeah, it's insane.
You know, you just can't believe it.
Yeah. Hey,
You know,
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
You guys have been a staple for
9 years.
9 years.
9 years. Hopefully we'll get another.
You guys have been cultivating some of the best.
Y'all gonna throw a
local
10-year
musicians.
anniversary?
We will.
Burn the square
We'll
down.
pull something up.
Want to shout out anything you're
Just
coming up?
thrash out. We're playing in Missouri Friday. Saturday we're at Ava at Corner Tavern, I think it's called.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no
And
shit.
so
To stretch my
yeah.
legs.
Damn.
I like that every time.
I like it every time.
Yeah, right.
Dude, that's-
I've never been there.
Oh,
I'm excited. Yeah, I've
They
never been
got,
there.
it's supposed to
Oh,
be.
dude.
They've got a really nice outdoor patio.
yes.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be 95 or something
All right.
on Saturday.
Not so great for
Yeah.
the
Supposed to
outdoor.
rain, though.
Well, do they have any indoor
It was-
space?
I don't
No.
think so.
Well,
I mean, if you played indoor there, kudos to you. That'd
If
be
you're
one barn
indoor,
burner.
no one else can sit
It's
inside.
a barn burner.
You can play inside.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Just nobody else is sitting inside.
so we'll see. Well, you know how the weekend drags out, but you know, we're just really focused right now on getting S for us together and getting the set list for us together. You know, Dustin's worked very hard. He's probably spent almost $2 million in, I think, 13 years on combat vets.
Yeah.
So, and it's an all volunteer staff. He takes no money, nobody gets paid. Every dime goes to S4S, and every dime goes to the combat vets.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very blessed to be a part of it. I'm not a combat vet. Dustin is. Him and I had just last week after practice had a long discussion about, you know, people with PTSD and things like that. But Dustin is very strong-willed. He's a type A personality. He's very intelligent. He's very articulate.
And most important, a super fucking big heart.
He's a great guy. Yes,
a great guy.
Absolutely.
Don't cross him, but
Yeah.
he will.
Yeah, he's
One
a
of the
great
biggest
guy.
heart that
Yeah.
I have met in
Well,
our
and he
area.
told me, you know, when he came home, you know, he quit smoking. That was the thing. He's like, God, if you let me live through this, I'll quit smoking. So he quit smoking cigarettes. And then one of his good buddies killed himself, you know, due to what went on over in Afghanistan and Iraq and all that shit. And he's like, I got to do something. And so he had his first S4S concert behind Tiny's.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's just exponentially grown, you know, with all the sponsorship, Budweiser, you know, Jim Beam, Country Financial.
Behind Tiny's, it was the
Parking lot.
tiny ass
Yes.
little parking
Yes.
lot
Yes.
behind a tiny little bar
Exactly.
in the middle of
Columbia,
I
Illinois.
remember when
Columbia,
Chinese used to have a pool table.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, there used to be the pool.
Yep.
When they get rid of that, like,
that's
Long time ago.
that's where it started.
Yes, that's where it started.
That's the dedication that
Yep.
he has.
Yep.
And
And it's just
good-
grown
the good-
exponentially.
good human being he is.
And the fact that, Matt, you know, when he's, like I said, he's so articulate, when he talks about the mission and he talks about where he was and when he talks about what he's doing, you know, people listen because he's personable, he's smart, you know, he's just that guy. And so, you know, sponsors, they love that out of him and they love the mission that he's doing. And we're blessed to be a part of it in Dazed and Confused. You know, so it's awesome. It's, you know, I can't imagine doing anything else. Now I'm 57 years old. You know, I'm the oldest guy in the band, and, you know, Dustin's like, we couldn't have this band without your voice.
Yeah, but there's 3 or 4 other steps on the way to that
Of course.
that you've already gone through. You know,
course.
this is worth my time.
Oh, it's the culmination
I
of,
support it. I
Yes.
agree with it. You may not have the words,
right,
but you have
conviction.
conviction. That's
You know,
that's a great word.
Being a
That's a good-
veteran
that's a good
myself,
word, man.
not being a combat vet, but just being a veteran, and You know, we spend a lot of money on other shit when we should be spending it on our homes and our people and our veterans. They get lost in the mix. You know, and these people are walking around with mental disorders on the streets. They shouldn't have to do that. They should be in a hospital. They should be in counseling. They should have a home to go home to. Yeah. Not walking around. And Dustin makes sure that their bills are paid. They get a truck or a van, or their roof gets fixed, or whatever they need, you know. And I give him 1,000 kudos over it, a million kudos.
And not only that, he sees the local need.
Sure. And does it. You know, we sent the guy.
That's right.
He doesn't ask permission. He doesn't
That's right.
hey, we need this. He just fucking does it and like, hey, I just spent 30 grand to do all this. If you want to help me, great. If not, fuck all you.
Bro.
I'll donate another 30 grand.
Right.
Well, then you know what Rich Melching does.
Of course.
Too, right?
And
His playground.
Rich and I got together. Whenever he was talking about doing it, he asked me, he's like, you know, what would it take to make this place handicap accessible? You know, and so him and I talked, you know, this could be done and this could be done. And he just grabbed the reins and went with it. You know, the concrete and everything down there, that he's got poles in there for quads if they want to, you know, put their pole in a holder. Everything is there. You know, and unfortunately, Rich is going through some more troubles with his body. You know, he needs hip surgery, or he thought he did. Now they're saying it's his back again. You know, the man struggles a lot.
Damn.
But he always has Dude's Playground in the back of his mind. And what can he do to get these guys out of the hospital, come to his place, sit outside, fish if you want. If you don't, sit around and talk.
Right, get your
you
mind
know?
off things.
And these guys come out and they'll, you know, some of them will fish, but most of them will sit around a table and just bullshit with each other. You know, and it's out of the hospital, beautiful environment, you know, amazing place. Crazy Trains usually donates the food for them. You know, and I mean, it's an amazing thing.
Even though you're not a combat vet, you still are around that scenario. And the hardest part is to get those guys to talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just to talk. There's
a lot going on in a lot of those guys' minds. Yeah. And
they don't,
you know,
they don't get the avenue to express their feelings very often, especially in their own personal life, because they got to be the strong guy.
Right.
I'm in charge. I got it. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yep. That's right.
It's an avenue. I've
heard. It's generational.
Yeah. And I've heard sad stories there.
Yes.
It breaks my heart.
It's awful. There's a lot of things that go on that the public has no idea whenever these guys are over there, what they're seeing, what they're doing, what they have to do to keep their men alive.
Yeah.
You know, some of these things are horrendous, and they bring that home.
And it's more after the fact of living with those emotions and thoughts when you're back home. That's the hard part. That's what costs us more than the active servicemen. But anyway.
Right, and I agree. You know, I don't have that camaraderie. I do, but I don't. There's something about being in combat, obviously, that brings people together more than just being at peacetime.
But being disabled, you hear more. People expect it, like, oh, you hear it.
Oh, yeah.
More than me. I've never been active duty or combat vet. You are at least in the military, and you're disabled. Will open up to you more than you.
Yeah, and I always got an ear to listen. I'll listen. I'll sit there and you can pour out whatever you want to pour out. I'm not moving until we're either giving each other a hug and, you know, thank you, brother, and all that kind of stuff, or you're like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Get away from me.
You hear that, America? If you have a problem, if you have an issue, if you have something to bitch about, if you have a girlfriend, a wife, a boyfriend, whatever it is, if you're thinking about putting that chamber in your head, give Rusty a call. He'll talk to you.
I will talk to you.
Not just Rusty, anybody.
Anybody
Yeah.
here will talk to you.
Reach out to anybody.
Not
Anybody.
alone.
Anybody.
Anybody.
Because the alternative is when that happens, you leave so many loved ones behind scratching their heads and missing and wondering and questioning and all these things.
Yeah.
It's not an end. It might be an end for you,
Just
but it
pass.
only opens up giant doors for everybody else.
Just passes that pain
It
along,
does.
guys.
It does.
Hey, we're gonna close it on that. I know that was super deep, but
Yeah, wow.
Monroe County under the scope. I'm Tom Clements, Clements Cleaning. Gavin Clements, guaranteed rate, I guess.
No, I mean, hey, it's a nice shirt.
Willie Wetzel,
Jason knows what he's doing.
WWJ, Handyman Services, and Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Give us your dates.
Rusty.
Give us your
Well,
dates.
this coming Friday, we're over in North St. Louis. Kind of creepy.
Wait.
And,
Run it.
Those are the ones I want to go to.
Run
I
it.
don't have my
Whoa.
phone with me. I don't have my phone with me. I can't give you
Live
the
stream
exact
from
address.
North St.
Yeah.
Louis.
That'd be fun.
It won't
And
be
then,
ours.
I'm driving. I'm fucking
Yeah.
driving.
And then Saturday we're at Ava. You know, so it's gonna
Ava,
be.
Illinois.
Yes.
That is.
And then August, I believe 9th, we're at Fast Eddie's,
That's
which
cool.
is super awesome.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Put
This will
down.
come out
August
7
is
to
9th.
11. So
Yeah.
anything you got, shout it out.
Yeah, so we got, we're Fast Eddie's in August, we're Fast Eddie's in October. We just got a lot of things on the book. Don't forget, Songs for Soldiers, get your tickets.
Yep.
They're $30 a piece. If you're a veteran, you get in for free. But where can you go for $30 and see, you know, Don Felder and 4 or 5 other local badass bands?
Right?
Friday night's a country night. I'm sorry, I don't know the person that's playing because country person.
It's okay.
However,
It's okay.
It's the same scenario. Beers are $5. Entry fee is $30 a head. And I mean, that's the cheapest ticket you're going to get to go to any concert around here for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All proceeds go to Songs for Soldiers. It's 100%. All volunteer staff. Every dime that is raised goes to S4S, and those money go to combat vets. So
Every fucking
Every penny.
dime.
yes,
Every penny.
every penny.
If it's in the market anymore.
Yeah,
Dime.
yeah, right. So yeah, it's good.
Penny, goddammit. Fuck.
Yeah. So you know,
Don't
come
get me
out,
started.
come see Dazed
Yeah.
and Confused play. And I thank you for letting me come out. I'm not the most interesting guy in the world.
Thanks for coming on, man. That was awesome.
Hey, our viewers will decide that.
I was gonna say that's
I'm gonna say you're
hell of
probably
a
gonna pull
conversation.
more than Rich did. So.
Well, we have,
yeah.
you know,
Rich, you need to step up your
Yeah,
game.
stick that knife in his back and turn it.
you know, life is life. You got to live it. And that's my motto is every day I wake up in the morning. I hate my wheelchair. I hate being in it. But on the same aspect, I'm alive. I own my house. I own my car or my truck. I own 2 trucks. I own 2 Harleys. I've worked my ass off, literally, to get to where I am. And so I don't care if you're in a wheelchair or not. You got to get up every fucking day. You got to put on your goddamn boots. And you got to get out there, greet the world, and make your way in it.
Or you'll just die slowly,
And miserably.
miserably.
It's a great message to end on.
Rock and
Whatever
roll.
that, timestamp that shit. That's
Reel
the,
it.
that's the next 4 reels that we put out
Yeah.
right there.
About 12 per episode, so I mean, we got plenty.
You know, just got to do it.
Plenty.
Are we clear?
All right, well, let's go. We'll catch you on the next one.
See you guys.
See ya.
Thank you.